Good morning, students. Okay, today I want to discuss about the chemical properties of xenon compound and structure of xenon compounds. Yesterday we saw so many xenon compounds. Okay, one is xenon difluoride, xenon tetrafluoride, xenon hexafluoride, xenon trioxide, xenon tetroxide, xenon oxytetrafluoride, xenon deoxydifluoride. Xenon deoxydifluoride. All these are the xenon. These first three xenon fluorides. Next two xenon oxides. Okay, next finally xenon oxyfluorides. We have nearly 7 compounds. Okay, we don't have the much chemical properties of these 7 compounds. I will discuss little bit chemical properties of these xenon compounds. After that, we'll move into the structure of xenon compounds. Okay, this is a compulsory question. Compulsory question for the NEET level and JEE level. From this structure, from this topic, structure of xenon compounds, structure of xenon compound and geometry of xenon compound, number of lone pairs, D pi, P pi bond, P pi, D pi bonds, different bonds are there. We'll discuss that is structure. From structure of xenon compounds, one question compulsory for NEET level or JEE level or CET level is compulsory. Compulsory one question. Okay, chemical properties of xenon compound. Okay, xenon difluoride reacts with water. What happened? Here I am taking 2 moles. Here also I am taking 2 moles. Here we get the 2 moles of xenon and 4 moles of hydrogen fluoride. Along with that, oxygen gas was evolved. Oxygen gas was evolved. Okay, here xenon tetrafluoride. When you are eating xenon tetrafluoride at 500 Kelvin temperature, what happens? It converts into xenon and fluorine. Converts into xenon and fluorine. Okay, you take xenon hexafluoride. Xenon hexafluoride reacts with first mole of water, forms xenon oxytetrafluoride. Okay, 2 fluorines, 2 hydrogens are there. 2 fluorines replaced. That means 2 moles of HF form, and we get the xenon oxytetrafluoride. XeO4 we called xenon oxytetrafluoride. XeO4 we called xenon oxytetrafluoride. And then xenon hexafluoride reacts with 2 moles of water. How many hydrogens are there? 4 hydrogens. So 4 hydrogens are replaced. 4 hydrogens are replaced means xenon, oxygen. How many oxygens? 2 oxygen and 2 fluorines and 4 HF. From these 3 reactions, okay, this one. Next time I am giving one more. Xenon hexafluoride, 3 moles of water. How many oxygens are there? 3. That means XeO3. How many hydrogens? 6. Here fluorines also 6 HF. From these 3 questions, one more question compulsory for PU point of view. For PU point of view. Okay, here. Okay, xenon difluoride or tetrafluoride easily reacts with the fluorine compounds and form the complex. Okay, and form the complex. Xenon difluoride reacts with this one. Which one? Platinum hexafluoride. Platinum hexafluoride forms PtF7 plus along with FCF minus. Here we get the negative charged ions. Negative charged ions. This is electrically non-conductor. Over here we have the ions. It is conductor. Electrically conductor. This is electrically non-conductor. Individually, xenon difluoride and platinum hexafluoride, electrically non-conductors. Okay, here when those are mixed with each other, forms different molecules, different ions. That solution or that material acts as a conductor. Okay, these are some chemical properties of xenon compounds. In continuation, we will see the structure of xenon compound. I want to start with the xenon difluoride. Structure of xenon compounds. To start with the xenon difluoride. XeF2 means xenon difluoride. First structure means should know about the hybridization, number of lone pairs, number of bond pairs. Along with that, any pi bonds are there. Okay, here xenon oxide pi bonds are there. We'll discuss those pi bonds. Okay, and geometry, it's a very important. Okay, xenon difluoride. When we explain the hybridization of xenon compounds, first you should know the outermost electronic configuration of xenon. Outermost electronic configuration, xenon atomic number 54. Okay, xenon atomic number 54. Outermost electronic configuration of xenon is 5s2 5p6 5d0. 5s2 5p6 5d0. Outermost means last orbit electronic configuration. Last orbital electronic configuration we call as outermost electronic configuration. Okay, here I am writing xenon ground state outermost electronic configuration. What is that? 5s2 5p6 5d0. 5d0. Here xenon reacts with how many fluorines? 2 fluorines. That means we should have the 2 lone electrons in outermost. 2 lone electrons in outermost. Okay, is there any lone electron in the outermost of xenon? No. No lone electrons, no. Completely filled orbitals. No lone electrons present in outermost orbits. So 5d0. What should we do? Okay, one of the electron get excited from 5p orbital to 5d orbital. 5p orbital to 5d orbital. Okay, 5p orbital to 5d orbital. Then what happened? Then what we call that one? We called that one first excited state outermost electronic configuration. What is that? 5s2 5p. One electron excited now from 5p to 5d. 5p5 5d1. Okay, here 2, here 5. 1 2 3 4 5. Then here 1. Here 1. What happened here? Okay, here how many lone electrons are present in outermost orbital of the xenon in first excited state? 2 lone electrons. This reacts with 1 fluorine. This reacts with 1 fluorine. Then form the xenon difluoride. During the formation of xenon difluoride, how many orbitals involved here? 1 s orbital. Here 3 p orbitals and 1 d orbital. 1 d orbital. Okay, how many orbitals? 1 s orbital, 3 p orbital, 1 d orbital. So what is the hybridization here? Hybridization is sp3d hybridization. How many lone pairs are there? 1 2 3. Number of lone pairs 3. Number of bond pairs how many bond pairs? 1 2. Number of bond pairs 2. Any pi electrons are there? No. It contains 3 bond pairs. sp3d 3 bond pairs according to the VS-EPR theory. The geometry of this molecule is linear. Geometry. Here I am writing geometry. Linear. Here xenon. Here fluorine, here fluorine. How many lone pair of electrons are there? 1, okay, 2, 3. Okay, this is the linear shape. This is the linear shape. Okay, when we'll see the structure of xenon difluoride. Xenon difluoride. Okay, here hybridization of xenon and xenon difluoride is sp3d. Number of lone pairs 3. Number of bond pairs 2. Geometry is linear. This is the geometry. This is about the first compound. Okay, xenon difluoride. Xenon difluoride. Then in continuation we'll see the xenon tetrafluoride. Xenon tetrafluoride. What is the formula of xenon tetrafluoride? The formula of xenon tetrafluoride is XeF4. XeF4. Here I am writing xenon tetrafluoride. XeF4. How many fluorines are there? 4 fluorines. Okay, xenon reacts with 4 fluorine atoms. That means, okay, we should have the 4 lone electrons in outermost. 4 lone electrons in outermost. In first excited state, we'll get 2. In second excited state, we'll get 4 lone electrons. Okay, here first 1 electron get excited from 5p orbital to 5d orbital. We get here 2 lone electrons, that is called first excited state electronic configuration. 1 more electron get excited from 5p orbital to 5d orbital. 5p orbital to 5d orbital. What happened? Okay, what happened? We have here 4 lone electrons in outermost. 4 lone electrons in outermost. That is, okay, we call xenon second excited state electronic configuration. Okay, here xenon second excited state outermost electronic configuration. What is that? 5:5p. 2 electrons get excited now. 5p4, then 5p2. Okay, 5s2 means here 2 electrons. 5p4 means right 1, 2, 3, 4. 5d2 here 2 electrons. 1, 2 electrons. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 electrons react with the fluorine atoms and form the xenon tetrafluoride. During the formation of xenon tetrafluoride, how many orbitals are involved? 1 s orbital, 3p orbitals and 2d orbital. What is the hybridization here? sp3d2 hybridization. Hybridization is sp3d2 hybridization. Hybridization of xenon in xenon tetrafluoride is sp3d2. How many lone pairs are present here? 2 lone pairs. Lone pairs 2. How many bond pairs? 4 bond pairs. 4 bond pairs. 4 bond pairs. 4 means 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bonding form bonding now. So 4 bond pairs, 2 lone pairs. Okay, here what is the shape? sp3d2, 2 lone pairs. Okay, square planar. This is the geometry. Here xenon, here fluorine, here fluorine, here fluorine, here fluorine. Okay, 4 fluorines occupy the 4 corners. Okay, it is a square planar. Square planar. And here I am writing 1 lone pair of electron. Here I am writing another lone pair of electron. This is the geometry. Geometry of xenon tetrafluoride. Xenon tetrafluoride. Okay, this is about the structure of xenon tetrafluoride. Okay, in continuation we will see the structure of xenon hexafluoride. Xenon hexafluoride. I want to explain about the xenon hexafluoride. Xenon hexafluoride. Xenon hexafluoride means how many fluorine atoms are there? 6 fluorine atoms. 6 fluorine atoms means xenon should have the 6 lone electrons in outermost. In second excited state, xenon has 4 lone electrons. In third excited state, xenon has 6 lone electrons. That means one of the third electron get excited from 5p orbital to 5d orbital. That we got xenon third excited state outermost electronic configuration. What is that? 5s2 common, 5p6, 5p instead of 5p6, 3 electron get excited now, 5p3, then 5d3. 5s2 means here 2 electrons, 5p3 here 1, 2, 3, 5d3 here 1, 2, 3, 5d3. How many lone electrons are there? 6 lone electrons. 6 lone electrons. 6 lone electrons react with 6 fluorine and form the xenon hexafluoride. During the formation of xenon hexafluoride, how many orbitals are involved here? How many orbitals are involved? 1 s orbital, 3p orbital and 3d orbitals. 3d orbital. What is the hybridization here? sp3d3. Hybridization is sp3d3. How many lone pairs? 1 lone pair. sp3d3. Pentagonal bipyramidal structure. Actually, due to the presence of 1 lone pair, according to the VSEPR theory, valence shell electron pair repulsion theory, it has distorted octahedral. How many bond pairs? 6 bond pairs. 1 lone pair. It has distorted geometry. Distorted octahedral. Distorted octahedral. And here I want to draw the first xenon. Okay, now here 6, 1 fluorine, 1 fluorine, 1 fluorine, 6 fluorines finish. Actually, this is the octahedral structure. But here xenon hexafluoride has 1 lone pair of electron. Due to that 1 lone pair of electron, we have the repulsive forces. Due to repulsive forces between bond pairs and lone pairs, the structure changed into distorted octahedral. This is about the geometry and structure of xenon hexafluoride. Okay, in continuation we'll see the structure of xenon trioxide. Xenon trioxide. Xenon trioxide means how many oxygen atoms are there? 2. 1 oxygen atom form 2 bonds. One is sigma bond, one is pi bond. And hybridization doesn't explain about the can't explain about the formation of the pi bond. Okay, oxygen forms total 6 bonds. In that 6 bonds, 3 are sigma bonds, 3 are pi bonds. So here we consider only 3. But here xenon should have the 6 lone electrons in outermost. Xenon should have the 6 lone electrons in outermost. One xenon forms, one oxygen forms 2 bonds. In that one pi bond, one sigma bond. Xenon 6 electrons, 6 lone electrons means, third excited state. Here I want to explain about the third excited state, outermost electronic configuration. What is that xenon third outermost electronic configuration? 5s2, 5p3, 5d3. 5s2 means here 2 electrons. 5p3 means here 1, 2, 3. And here 5d3. 1, 2, 3. 5d3. Or 5d3. Okay. This one forms pi bond. This also forms pi bond. This also forms pi bond. These three forms pi bonds with the oxygen. This is the d orbital. Oxygen contain only p orbital. Oxygen contain only p orbital. So these are we called d pi p pi bonds. How many d pi p pi bonds are there here? 3 d pi p pi bonds are present here. 3 d pi p pi bonds are present. Okay, hybridization never explained about the formation of the pi bond. It explains about the formation of the sigma bond. It forms sigma bond with oxygen. It also forms sigma bond with oxygen. It also forms sigma bond with oxygen. Okay, so during the formation of xenon trioxide, how many orbitals are involved? Only one s orbital, 3 p orbital. The hybridization is sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization. How many lone electrons? Hybridization is sp3. How many lone pairs? Here 1 lone pair. How many bond pairs? Okay, 3 bond pairs. Okay, how many d pi p pi bonds? Okay, 3 d pi p pi bonds. 3 d pi p pi bonds. Shape of this one. Okay, just I want to write the shape of this one. Okay, here I write shape of that one. Geometry. sp3 hybridization, 1 lone pair means pyramidal structure. Xenon, here double bond co-oxygen, double bond co-oxygen, double bond co-oxygen. Here 1 lone pair. It is d pi p pi. It is also d pi p pi. It is also d pi p pi. This is the pyramidal structure. Pyramidal shape. Pyramidal shape. Okay, in continuation, I wanted to discuss about the xenon tetrafluoride. Structure of xenon tetrafluoride. Xenon tetrafluoride. Okay, xenon ground state, outermost electronic configuration. What is that? Okay, 5s2, 5d6, 5d0. Okay, 5s2 means here 2 electrons. 5d6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5d0. Okay, 5d0. Okay, here how many atoms are there? 4 oxygen atoms. That means it forms 8 bonds. It forms 8 bonds. That means we need 8 electrons in outermost. 1 electron in excited means first excited state we have 2 lone electrons. Okay, second electron get excited means 2 electrons, 4 electrons in outermost. Lone electrons outermost. Third electron get excited means okay, 6 electrons present in outermost. 6 lone electrons present in outermost. Fourth electron. Okay, fourth electron also excited means okay, here 8 electrons present in outermost. 8 electrons present in outermost. Then I am writing xenon fourth excited state, outermost electronic configuration. What is that? 5s1, 5p3, 5d4. Here 1 electron, here 3 electron, 1, 2, 3. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. How many oxygen atoms are there? 4 oxygen atoms. That means it forms pi bond. 4 oxygen atoms form 4 pi bonds. These all forms pi bond. That means it contains 4 d pi p pi bonds. 4 d pi p pi bonds. No lone pair of electrons. No lone pair of electrons. And here what is the hybridization? sp3. sp3 hybridization, no lone pairs, 4 d pi d pi. Okay, so geometry is tetrahedral. Sorry for the disturbance.